Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Rebels ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense changing the play. Pulled and fired complete.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The give. It's Beebe. Runs through a tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill.
Makes the grab and room to run. 30, at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish. A 70-yard run to the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Taken by the Rebels. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for room. It's Lacey. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He breaks a tackle. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. That's caught. It's Marsh. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And obviously, huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously, you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. The run inside. It's Beebe. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Preston. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Motion from the back. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Might be calling a hot route. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Beebe. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it in the 28. It's first down.
That's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They just keep firing. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Hoover. Unloads to the wideout. And he will score! Touchdown, Indiana! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right...
It's a fumble! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up and you're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake in fumbling in the first place.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Mark. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Hoosiers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Hauls it in. There he goes.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Off play action. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the point after is good. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Makes the catch, and he's free. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The sure hands, it's Cunningham. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
He has 89 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now, and getting him stopped.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Under fire. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Quarterback may change this route. Off the play fake. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Wants to throw it again, and why not? On target over the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Indiana! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Calls his own number. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And you can tell if the QB wants to run, he's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is...
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, guys.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Rams him with the stiff arm.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number 1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. Used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk. And, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty.
Number 15 sets a kickoff.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's open. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Looking to the big tight end. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Fires one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. Touchdown, Indiana. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Got room at the 35. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We start with Oregon, taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Ducks in an absolute fistfight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half.
Got it in the middle, it's Odom. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. The freshman safety still down on the field as he's being attended to by the medical personnel. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He'll try to... It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to... You know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
Now the play fake. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Becker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ran through the contact. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to...
Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop it. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Under fire. And down he goes.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He is in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end, but forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
He's got it in the end zone for the conversion. At this point, you're probably just working on your 2-point plays. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Coming out with it, it's Morris. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Quarterback now breaking the field. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Beebe. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. The play action fake. Looking left. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And how about a 3rd down? They try to attack the outer part of the field. A lot of times those out routes are the hardest passes to throw. Defense ready. Good 3rd down defense, and they get the win on that one.
And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier. Earlier in this game.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Complete to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's a little room there. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of let... And he's in! Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Caught, and he's got room. Smashes through the tackle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Touchdown, Indiana! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Good, tough, physical running, driving through the defense on his way for a touchdown. I just love the pad level this guy plays with his shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. He's just able to absorb contact and stay on his feet. Can't do it any better than that.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Lindsey. Picks up the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this ball looks like he just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Runs through a man. He might have space. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guys bet...
Just steamrolling the defense. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting a drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Rebels offense is back on the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this. He's got it way down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
He's looking deep. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the eye.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Upstairs to make the catch. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Indiana! They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, to take a breath and exhale.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the air, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Buried before he complete.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going to take off. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Got the quick pass. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's shot. Pushed down for the tackle. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Takes it the other way. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Might have a chance. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Breaks the tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to